So there's one thing that my grandmother always used to say to me all the time. Anytime I was, having a rough time, I didn't believe I could do something, or there was something I wanted, I didn't think I could get it. She used to always say, speak it into existence. Act like you have it already. And I think it's pretty clear that with with Bless Unleashed, I want new classes. Gamers and gamettes, what is going on? My name is Tanek127 and welcome back to another video. In today's video, we're going to speak some new classes into existence because, man, despite the speculation video I made the other day for Bless Unleashed about the assassin, possibly coming into the game because of their little picture teaser on the website and yada yada yada. I don't know, and nothing against the dev team or community team or anything like that, but I just feel like when it comes to wanting new classes, I feel like that's the one thing the devs are not hearing us on with this game. Now, granted, Bless Unleashed has its fair share of issues. I know there are things that need to be fixed, tweaked, and stuff like that before they even consider throwing more classes in the mix. I'm well aware of that, but man, I want some new play styles. But alright, so I do have 3 classes I want to bring up today, which I think are probably the most wanted ones in Bless Unleashed. Make sure you guys let me know down in the comments below what class you would like to see added to Bless Unleashed, or what kind of class you would like to see come to the game. But I have 3 that I want to bring up, and then I have 1 that I want to adjust my opinion on just a little because of, how one of the current classes is in the game already. And if you know me, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and get on into it. So I think it's no secret by now, but one of the first classes I would probably like to see added to Bless Unleashed is the Assassin, aka Rogue, aka Ninja, aka 2-knife or 2-sword wielding class, whatever you guys would like to call the class. At this point in time, it was referred to as Assassin in the old Bless game. It was the first DLC class added to the old Bless game, but you can throw whatever title you want on there. Generally the same thing. Every MMO has their own different version of this class, but simply because we've already seen a lot of this model already done in the game. You get attacked by a assassin, dual sword or dual dagger wielding enemies all the time. Marco, one of the first NPCs you work with, he's also a dagger wielding NPC, and I honestly think the foundation for him, thanks to the previous game, is already there. So why not bring this class and continue the trend of something they've already done? If you've improved so many aspects of previous classes in this game, imagine the kind of improvements they could bring to the assassin in Bless Unleashed. I'm just saying, that's just my personal opinion. But anyway, let's move down to my number 2 selection, and this one is a Necromancer. Now, the reason I'm saying that is because, once again, something that's already built into the game, but one of the main bosses of the main storyline, Gideon, that you deal with pretty early on before DLC content, he is a Necromancer. I remember he does summon monsters and stuff like that to attack the city very early on in the intro of the game. And I think a Necromancer or Summoner based class would work really well in Bless Unleashed, especially with some of the creative mounts and creatures and stuff they put in this game. Could you imagine a summoner that starts out at like level 1 and it can summon small things like these little like plant-based monsters and stuff, and then once you get to like level 35 or 40, it can summon things as massive as a dragon. You have a dragon fighting on side you with a billion players fighting a world boss. Yeah, that would be pretty dope. But yeah, Necromancer or Summoner is definitely one that I would like to see added in Bless Unleashed. Now, my third and final choice, I would like to see a Monk or a Striker. Something that uses punches and kicks in Bless Unleashed. Because let's face it, one of Bless's weaknesses when it first launched, it came with action combat, but the combat was kind of slow. And I think the combat's drastically improved in Bless Unleashed since it's launched. I do think it still needs some work on the PC version. I have seen, PC players who played the previous beta say, they weren't too happy with the combat, but I think combat on console is pretty decent. Maybe Berserker could use a little bit more speed. Some of the cooldowns and tweaks on the Archer class could use it, but Crusader, I'm definitely feeling where the Crusader is currently at right now in Bless Unleashed. And I feel as, you know, if they do a monk kind of class, you know, that punches and kicks, or, you know, some type of class based around that style of combat, I definitely think it could be a killer in this game. You know, depending on how they decide to go about it, you know, where they give it like different elements in its, you know, different attacks, or, you know, if it's just a really base physical down to earth class, however they would decide to do it. But the monk style class is definitely something else I would like to see in Bless Unleashed. Not to mention, it would be fun as hell for PvP. Come on, punching and kicking the shit out of people. I mean, you can't get any better than that. Alright, so one other class I used to mention all the time that I would like to see in Bless Unleashed is I would always bring up the fact of seeing like a Dark Knight or a Great Sword, two-wielding sword class from the Dark Knight in Final Fantasy XIV, or something like that brought to Bless Unleashed. Now, granted, I love great swords. They're my favorite kind of weapon. I would still like to see this kind of thing, you know, happen in Bless Unleashed. But, however, why add a whole new class when we kind of have the foundation for it there already? The Berserker is a great axe wielder, and we've seen, you know, with previous events that they have no problem switching the type of weapon with the cosmetic weapons. I think it was during the Christmas or the Halloween event, the Berserker actually got a great hammer as a cosmetic instead of a great sword, and you could actually use a hammer with the class. Well, why couldn't they do the same thing with a great sword with the Berserker? Maybe, you know, give the option for more races to play it. If the classes, you know, as they get enhanced down the line, maybe it gets some type of awakening skill where it can do more abilities and more special features, get a increased attack speed and stuff like that. It would be really easy to turn the Berserker into something similar of a Dark Knight, you know, for people who want that, you know, that option. And most of it could be done in a cosmetic way, simply by just, you know, giving more race and gender options to the class and adding a cosmetic sword in the store. You wouldn't even have to make a new class for that. I'm just saying, that's my personal opinion. They could do that, but I wouldn't. If they want to add a whole new class, I mean, by all means. You know, I have no complaints about that, but I'm just saying, I think that's one that could be done by doing less work than more. But that's just my opinion. I'm no game developer. Maybe making a brand new class would be easier. I have no idea. But anyway, guys, like I said before, let me know down in the comments below what kind of classes you'd like to see in Bless Unleashed. Like, for example, right? Say you're someone who started playing Bless Unleashed and you quit. If the devs walked up to you and said, yo, we will bring your favorite class into the game right now to make you come back to this game, what class would they have to add to this game to make you come back? I'm curious. Let me know down in the comments below, and I also will know if you fully watched this video, because you'll be able to answer this question. Peace out, guys. Have a good one. If you're not subscribed, make sure you are, because I upload Bless Unleashed content regularly, and I will see y'all in the next video. Have a good one.